Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr isn't shy about giving credit where it's due. And when it comes to his Hall of Fame-worthy coaching career, he says one name stands above the rest: Stephen Curry. In a candid conversation on the Glue Guys podcast, Kerr admitted just how much the two-time MVP has shaped his 11-year run with the franchise. "I'm well aware that the reason I'm still here is because Steph Curry is still here," Kerr said. "I'm not being modest. I'm just telling the truth. If I didn't have Steph, I would have been like every other NBA coach and lasted a few years, and then gone somewhere else and coached somewhere else." Warriors coach calls partnership with Curry incredibly lucky. Kerr's words carry weight. Since joining Golden State in 2014, after turning down a tentative agreement with the Knicks, he has led the Warriors to 4 NBA championships and become the winningest coach in team history. And in his view, it all comes back to Curry. "I'm incredibly lucky to have this partnership with Steph," Kerr said. "He provides this stability and continuity with the organization that just makes everybody's job easier." It's not just about the wins and titles. Kerr sees Curry as the anchor of an entire era, one that has kept Golden State's identity intact through roster changes, injuries, and evolving NBA trends. Will Kerr retire when Curry does? That's the big question hovering over the future of the Warriors. Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler are all deep into their 30s, and while the front office has retooled around them, the championship window is inevitably shrinking. If Curry calls it a career, it's hard to imagine Kerr sticking around for a lengthy rebuild. The two have been tied together for more than a decade, sharing championships, MVP seasons, and countless defining moments in Warriors history. A simultaneous exit could be the storybook ending for their shared journey, two icons walking off into the sunset together. Of course, as Kerr himself would admit, it's never easy for anyone to walk away from the game. Coaching and playing at the highest level comes with a pull that's hard to resist, especially when there's still money, competition, and the possibility of one more run left on the table. Even for legends, the decision to leave often comes later than expected. For now, neither Curry nor Kerr appears close to calling it quits. That leaves the Warriors with one clear priority: maximize every remaining season with their legendary player-coach duo, knowing full well that when this partnership ends, an entire era of basketball goes with it. Restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga will only accept the Golden State Warriors' latest offer on one condition: change the team option into a player option, NBA insider Jake Fisher reports. "I think that Jonathan Kuminga's side would take this 1+1 situation with Golden State, this 2-year, $45 million offer that's been on the table if he were to get a player option in year 2, Fisher said on Bleacher Report's NBA Insider Notebook, live-streamed on August 7th. "But I was told yesterday, August 6th, from various sources that Golden State is going to be holding firm that the second year is going to be a team option. And that's kind of where the staring contest is at." Kuminga's camp has presented a 3-year offer worth $82 million in one of their several meetings in Las Vegas during the NBA Summer League, according to ESPN's Shams Charania and Anthony Slater. But the Warriors didn't budge. The Warriors firmly believe they have the best offer on the table, a deal that is designed to be traded once the 6-month moratorium ends before the February trade deadline. However, they also asked Kuminga to relinquish the inherent no-trade clause of the 1+1 deal, which he firmly rejected. Kuminga does not want to cede too much control to a franchise he believes has stunted and strung his career along for 4 seasons, according to Charania and Slater. Grand Compromise proposed to end Warriors-Kuminga stalemate. Kuminga appears determined to make the situation untenable for the Warriors, who have held off their projected offseason signings of Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, and Gary Payton II. Before the volatile situation could rear its ugly head, Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard offered what he called a grand compromise to keep Kuminga at the Bay until the next trade deadline. When it happens, it likely should involve the Warriors upping the guarantee in the second year of their offer, from $0 to perhaps $14 million, so the total guarantee would be above $30 million over 2 years. And by giving him a second-year guarantee, the Warriors would wipe out Kuminga's right to block a trade next season. This would give the Warriors more credence when they argue that they've got the highest offer on the table and would likely still be a very tradable contract in February or next July. This also would give Kuminga more security than what the Warriors are offering right now, and significantly more than taking the qualifying offer. Suns, Kings offer more money, but the offers from the Phoenix Suns and Sacramento Kings have more guaranteed money and playing time in a starting role. The Suns offered the most guaranteed money in a 4-year deal with a player option in the final year. It was $70 million more than the Warriors' current offer, Charania and Slater noted. On the other hand, the Kings offered a 3-year, $63 million deal with a player option on the final year, according to Sam Amick of The Athletic. Kuminga prefers those offers to the Warriors, but neither the Suns nor the Kings has an appealing trade package. Until a team offers an unprotected first-round pick, Kuminga will not get the freedom he is seeking from the Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are entering a pivotal stretch in their franchise timeline. With Stephen Curry still playing at an elite level but now 37 years old, the front office is walking a tightrope between keeping their championship window alive and developing their next generation of stars. One player at the center of this balancing act is Jonathan Kuminga, the 21-year-old forward whose athleticism and upside have intrigued fans, but whose role within Steve Kerr's system has remained inconsistent. A new trade idea could finally bring clarity for both sides, while addressing needs for two Western Conference teams looking to take the next step. Golden State Warriors receive Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, G.G. Jackson. Memphis Grizzlies receive Jonathan Kuminga. The proposed deal would see the Warriors acquire veteran guard Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and promising forward G.G. Jackson from the Memphis Grizzlies, in exchange for Kuminga via a sign-and-trade agreement worth $100 million over 4 years. The transaction would balance both rosters, provided it is completed after August 15, 2025, due to Caldwell-Pope's trade restriction following his recent move from Orlando. The Warriors get two valuable pieces. From Golden State's perspective, this move is about maximizing the Curry era while adding both immediate help and long-term potential. Caldwell-Pope, 31, remains one of the league's most respected 3 and D specialists, despite a slight statistical dip last season. He averaged 8.7 points, 2.2 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and 1.3 steals while shooting 43.9% from the field and 34.2% from 3. His efficiency from deep may have regressed, but his defensive versatility and championship experience, having won titles with both the Lakers in 2020 and the Nuggets in 2023, make him exactly the kind of role player Golden State thrives with. On a team featuring Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green, Pope could provide a stabilizing two-way presence in the backcourt, capable of defending multiple positions while spacing the floor. The addition of G.G. Jackson adds an intriguing developmental piece to the Warriors' rotation. The 19-year-old had an encouraging rookie campaign in 2023-24, but was limited to just 29 games last season due to injury. He still averaged 7.2 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 1.0 assists on 37.2% shooting from the field and 33.7% from deep. His length, mobility, and raw scoring instincts fit the kind of long-term talent Golden State needs as they prepare for life after their core veterans. Jackson remains on his rookie deal, earning just $2.2 million this year and $2.4 million next season, giving the Warriors a cost-controlled asset as the luxury tax looms. The Grizzlies get a potential all-star. For Memphis, this trade would be about making a calculated bet on Kuminga's star potential. The 2021 7th overall pick averaged 15.3 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists on 45.4% shooting last season, despite fluctuating minutes and reported tension with the Warriors' coaching staff. His combination of explosive athleticism, defensive versatility, and improved mid-range scoring could fit perfectly alongside Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr., giving the Grizzlies another dynamic forward who can thrive in transition and pressure defenses in the half-court. While Kuminga has shown flashes of being a two-way star, his relationship with Golden State has been rocky. Reports have suggested he declined a recent contract extension offer and expressed dissatisfaction with his role. Trade rumors have linked him to the Sacramento Kings and Phoenix Suns, But the Warriors have so far resisted pulling the trigger without a return they deem worthy. Memphis, however, could be an ideal landing spot, offering him the chance to expand his game on a younger roster while still competing in the West. A sign-and-trade deal can help out both teams. The financial logistics are workable due to the sign-and-trade format. Kuminga's new $25 million annual salary, averaging $100 million over 4 years, would match well with Memphis' outgoing package of Caldwell Pope's $21.6 million and Jackson's rookie-scale deal. The only holdup is the August 15th restriction on Caldwell Pope, which prevents him from being aggregated in a multiplayer trade until 2 months after his last transaction. If finalized, the Warriors would walk away with a proven championship role player and a young forward who can grow into a bigger role. The Grizzlies would land a high-upside forward ready to contribute now and potentially blossom into an all-star alongside their young core. For Golden State, it's a move that keeps them competitive in the short term without completely sacrificing the future. For Memphis, it's a swing for upside that could pay off for years. And for Kuminga, it might finally mean a stable role on a team ready to unleash his full potential. If the Warriors believe their title window is still open, this could be the kind of smart, balanced deal that gives Curry and company one last real shot, while also planting seeds for what comes next.